What if we teleported the oceans to Mars? That's the kind of question that sounds like pure science fiction, but let's imagine it for a moment. One day, Earth wakes up and discovers that every drop of ocean water, from the Mariana Trench to the Arctic Sea, has simply vanished, teleported instantly across space to Mars. No splash, no warning, just gone. On Earth, things get bad very quickly. About 70% of the planet's surface just turned into desert, leaving behind endless salt flats, crumbling coral reefs, and stranded whales, giving humans a very judgmental look. But let's not focus on that apocalypse right now. Our attention is on Mars, the lucky winner of Earth's ocean lottery. So what happens when those trillions of tons of water suddenly appear on the red planet? At first, Mars looks shocked. Its thin atmosphere, barely 1% the pressure of Earth's, is simply not built for this kind of upgrade. Imagine dumping a bucket of water onto a hot pan, except the pan is an entire planet. Much of the water near the surface begins to boil and evaporate instantly. Mars suddenly grows a temporary, chaotic weather system. Clouds form, storms rage, and for the first time in billions of years, it rains on Mars. Meanwhile, the rest of the water rushes to fill the planet's enormous lowlands. The northern hemisphere of Mars is shaped like a giant bowl. It's one of the great mysteries of planetary geology, so naturally, the water pools there first. Within days, Mars develops something Earth geographers would immediately recognize: oceans, seas, and coastlines. The Valles Marineris, that massive canyon stretching thousands of kilometers, becomes a drowned rift filled with deep blue water. The Hellas Basin, the lowest point on Mars, transforms into an inland sea bigger than the Mediterranean. Curiosity, Perseverance, and all their robotic cousins are having a very bad time. Designed to roll across dry dust, they now find themselves buried beneath hundreds of meters of salty Martian seawater. If they could talk, their last words would probably be something like, "We were not built for this." But let's zoom out. Mars, once a frozen desert, is now a water world. Icebergs form near the poles. New islands poke out of the rising seas. Olympus Mons, the tallest volcano in the solar system, sticks up like a proud Hawaiian island on steroids, towering 21 kilometers above the waves. The planet's rusty surface meets a brilliant alien ocean, creating coastlines that would make any fantasy mapmaker jealous. The real question is, would these oceans stay liquid, or would they just freeze? Mars is cold. Very cold. Average surface temperatures hover around -60 degrees Celsius. But with so much new water vapor in the air, a powerful greenhouse effect kicks in. Water vapor is a sneaky climate gas. It traps heat even better than carbon dioxide. So for a while, Mars warms up. Lakes and rivers form. Rain falls, carving valleys. The planet begins to look surprisingly Earth-like, almost like a colder version of our own world during the age of exploration. But time is cruel. Mars has no strong magnetic field to protect its atmosphere, and no plate tectonics to recycle carbon and stabilize the climate. Bit by bit, the solar wind strips away the new atmosphere. The oceans start to freeze from the top down, creating miles-thick ice sheets. Underneath, liquid water might survive for millions of years, hidden below the ice, like a giant version of Antarctica's subglacial lakes. On the surface, though, dust storms sweep across frozen seas, leaving behind a strange, ghostly planet, half desert, half glacier. Back on Earth, without its oceans, life collapses. Climate goes haywire. Most of humanity now stares enviously at Mars, which suddenly looks a lot more promising than our own drying planet. Colonists might even rush to the red planet, hoping to settle along its strange new coasts. For a brief moment in cosmic history, Mars would feel alive again, with tides, waves, and a blue shimmer that could be seen even from Earth. But like all good IFS, the dream doesn't last forever. Slowly, inevitably, the oceans would vanish again, locked into ice or lost to space. The Martian beach resorts would close, and Olympus Mons would once more rise above a dry and lonely desert. So, what if we teleported the oceans to Mars? Well, for a while, Mars would be the most beautiful planet in the solar system. And Earth would be the saddest. There's only one way to find out.